Okay, I wanted to show how the game com's coming along. Got my handy dandy oscilloscope here. You can see that's the actual sound waveform coming off the actual system on chip. So how it works through is you got your signal comes in over here. This cap here gets rid of the DC, there's a DC offset. You can see how it's going off the top of the screen there. This cap cuts down the DC offset, comes into this potentiometer. This is the volume control. You can see if I turn the volume down, see how small their signal gets. So the signal comes through that potentiometer off the wiping arm. I think that might be part of the problem. It comes off the wiping arm, comes in on the non-inverting input here on the oscilloscope. On the op amp. Pin 3 is always in non-inverting. You got no connect. You have like a null connection, inverting, non-inverting input, and then on the other side, it's hard to get at. The amplified output's over on the. You see, it's off the top of the screen. It's actually really hard to see. I'll show you on here. Pop the screen off real quick. Didn't like that? Okay. So, there's some magic here. Let's go. This is the microscope what I'm talking about here. So the signal actually comes in. I'll get something pointy to show you. Signal comes in on. So the signal chain is you come off of. There's a simple transistor on the other side of the board, and then you come in here. This capacitor here, the signal comes on this trace here, along this chain here. Comes in from the processor, which is this line over here. Comes in. This capacitor here gets rid of the DC offset. Looks like there's a 5 volt or a couple volt DC offset, so it gets rid of the DC offset. So it turns to pure AC, and it hits this leg of the potentiometer, and there's your center leg here. And this center leg, this is just going to ground. So the center leg here goes over to. Start up here in the corner. 1, 2, 3. That's your non-inverting input on this op amp, and then your output is pin 6 over here. That pin 6 runs through this cap. And this cap. Oh, sorry, it doesn't run through that cap. Runs to this 220 microfarad cap, and then goes out to the speaker. And there's a set of traces that run along the back of the board, which actually go over to the headphone jack. So for this particular game com, I'm thinking what it is this potentiometer, even when it's turned all the way over, it's a 10K potentiometer, still a 1K. It doesn't go all the way. How you set the gain on the amplifier? It's RF over RI. So this is the RI, the input. So as you lower this, the amplification goes up. This one, I don't know if it's not going low enough. I think I'll open up another game com that was sent to me and see what that resistance is, because I can always open this up and deox it, see if that helps, or swap out this potentiometer. I'm not too worried about this cap here, because that's just filtering out the DC offset and that won't matter. But this cap over here, which is the final one, final filter cap, I'll probably pop that one out and see if that helps at all.